Man, I'm a little nervous. I've given my testimony a lot, but I was only allowed 2 minutes to give my testimony, so I don't know what we're going to do with the other 8. I come from a background of a broken home, rejection from my dad. When I was about 16 years old, I started experimenting with drugs. So I started smoking pot, and I thought, well, you know what? Like, I finally fit in. I finally feel like I fit in with my people. And I had surgeries, had numerous surgeries, 8 surgeries on both my feet, and with the surgeries came narcotics. And so I thought, you know what? I'm allowed to be addicted to these. My drug dealer is a doctor. And, I struggled with addiction. Everybody's like, well, you need to go to NA meetings. And I went in there and was scared to death because I knew I had a problem. But I wasn't ready, And then when I finally got ready, because obviously through addiction, it gets worse. It gets worse. I thought I could pick and choose. Like, okay, well, I haven't done that. I haven't did that stuff. But it was just a yet that I unfortunately ended up crossing off my list because I ended up doing the things that I thought I would never do. I went into treatment, and I was like, okay, I'll just not do drugs. Like, I thought that was my problem, I just need to stop using drugs. And I couldn't. I was broken, and I had a lot of trauma from childhood and through all the research and destruction that's what I call it, research and destruction, that I went through and stuff. And like people were telling me, oh, you need medication because you're crazy, and you have depression and anxiety. And so I literally listened. I thought, well, you need counseling, you need to talk, but there wasn't much said about, I needed God. I needed God. Amen. And, and so I did what the probation told me to do. Look, you need to go to meetings, you need to go to counseling. And I remember talking to Shelly and being like, man, I know I need to be in church, but I have to fulfill the requirements from my actions. From being in a sober house, I had to do this. And then over, it's been, let's see, it was like September, but almost, well, I don't know. It was a while ago, so I remember I just got done fighting 3 men because, I was angry, and I like to fight a lot. And I was mad, and I did. I fought a lot. And I remember I was driving back into town, and I was staying at my mom's house because my marriage was over. My marriage was over. Steve was ready to file for divorce. My children was done with me, and I took a knife, and I just started cutting, like right in front of Steve, and like my neck. I'm like, I'm done. Like, my dad just died from wet brain, from alcoholism. When I called my half brother to let him know that our dad died, and found out that he died from an overdose, and so I was like, you know what, this is gonna be, this is it, this is my life, and I refuse to do drugs. I refuse to watch my family hurt like I was doing to them, and I was done. I was so done, and I called Shelly. And I was like, man, I don't know what to do. I am completely broken, and I'm tired. I'm tired of trying to figure this out. I'm tired of trying to get clean, and I'm tired of hurting people. She's like, so are you ready to go to Teen Challenge? And I was like, yeah. Yeah, I am. And wow. So I realized that, I realized a whole lot. Okay, so I got 5 minutes, so I can a little bit. Okay, so when I got the Teen Challenge, I was like, everybody was laughing, having a good old time, and I was like, their laugh made my ears hurt. I was like, this, like, how can you laugh right now? Like, and so I called Shelly. And I was like, Shelly, like, you have to come and pick me up. And I tried to talk Stephen to come in and getting me. But it was a Sunday morning before church. I called Shelly and I was like, look, like, this is a cult. Like, I'm not, like, I don't want to be here. And she was like, well, you're staying there. Yeah, nobody. She's like, it's rough out here. And so I went to church, and I remember, like totally, like, that total surrender, like, okay, like, this is, all right, God, like, here I am. I'm so broken, and I know you don't even love me, but here I am, and I'm gonna just let you do your thing because I can't do it anymore. And man, so that little branch, like, started breaking off on me, and as I'm in there in Teen Challenge, we have like a prayer, or they have a prayer room, and I remember going in there and, like, through my studies and through the Bible, like, God just started, like, revealing stuff to me, and I remember going into that prayer closet and crying out. I mean, like, the girls were like, wow, are you okay, Shena? Because it was like gut cries, and you know, but he's amazing. You know, through all that, I learned that I had a lot of unforgiveness, a lot of bitterness. I was like, my codependency relationships, and that he can restore everything that the enemy has taken. Man, I get going on that. But, you know, it's, I thought for sure when Steve took me to the Teen Challenge, I thought for sure, like, our marriage is done and it's over with. But God had something better in store. You know, we renewed our vows after what, 15 years of being married. We renewed our vows. My children, you know, my daughter telling me that she forgives me and that she totally trusts me. We do a Bible study every night, and watching her face light up as we dive into the Bible, and has been amazing. And you know, and walking Olivia down here to get saved. You know, I've been praying for my son to find somebody that is going to love him and support him, and she's a keeper gauge. Mom approves. You know, and you know, like, restoration is still taking place. I'm watching my grandfather, like going over in the mornings after I take Kayla to school, after I pray with my daughter every day at the school. We sit there and we pray for her, we pray for all the students and all the teachers and stuff. And I take her to school, and then I go and I hang out with my grandpa, and I pick up his house, and I pray with him and stuff. And you know, God is just so amazing. He is so amazing. He's restoring relationships and moving in a way that I never would have thought possible. And you know, through my research and destruction, I committed felonies. I know it's a shocker, but it happens. And so I applied to get my record sealed, and on March 3rd, I have court to get my record sealed. So he really does restore amazing. I mean, and I'm waiting to hear back from HR to move forward with a job for the VOA as a reentry specialist. So, I mean, and putting me in I just want to continue to do the work that God has planned for me. I don't want to do it my way. I just want to be used however He thinks possible. So, love you guys.
Stand with us again. Thank you.